Well, hello and welcome to the races this evening. This is the first round of the open wheel non-wing series. Non-wing open wheel league series. We're coming to you today from Lanier outside of beautiful Brazelton, Georgia. Tonight, it's about 80 degrees outside in the virtual world, and we're looking to make it a little bit warmer. Tonight we have 23 of some of the most best drivers in iRacing midgets right now. Now this league is going to be all non-wing cars all the time. We alternate between midgets one week, 360 non-wing sprints the next, and 410 non-wing sprints after that, and loop back into midgets. Alright, so it looks like we've got Heat 1 rolling out right now. Starting on the pole is number 20 of Keith Steele. Outside front row is the 23 of Blaine Farr. The number 5 of Anthony Mossbacher is on the inside of row 2. Outside row 2 is Jimmy Nees. Then we've got Diego Alvarado, Nate McMillan, Matthew Joy, and rounding out the field is Christopher Smith. The cars are getting all formed up, and we should be going green come this next turn. The Wolf Racing Team cars are sure showing their stripes tonight. There's quite a few of them in the field tonight. So Keith Steele's bringing them down to the line, and we're off. Oh, Keith Steele jumps out to a big lead. Looks like we've got a great fight for third place. Usually in the heat races, we would be transferring through to different features, but tonight we have 23 cars, so everybody will be making the feature. So right now they're racing for their starting spots. Keith Steele's got a nice lead out on them. And that is, I believe that's Jimmy Neese bringing up second place right now, starting to reel Keith in. Then we've got Blaine Fair rounding out the top 3. And that looks like, is that Anthony Mossberg, I believe, out there in fourth place at the moment. Oh, it looks like Neese is reeled in. Steele now coming out of turn 4. There he is within a car length. He's got a real nice line going in a little bit high, coming out a little bit low, and getting a nice drive down the straightaway, while Steele is running a nice round, keep the speed up in the turns kind of line. The track has been terrific tonight. The weather has really worked with it, and it's a racy piece out there right now. Neese comes off a little bit low, looking to try to get a drive on Steele. Don't forget Blaine Farr there coming up in third. He's starting to reel him in. Oh, they touch. Oh, no. Oh, Steele goes from first to third. Neese takes over the lead, but he's being reeled in by Farr now. Or Farr, excuse me. He's being reeled in by Farr. Farr's running that diamond off line, running a little bit high and bring it down low. That's a real nice line for getting a good drive off the turns. Oh, here comes. I believe that was the race. So, at the line, we had Nees, then Farr. Steele rounds out the top 3. McMillan, Mossback, Joy, Alvarado, and Smith. So, sounds like heat number 2 is starting to get in. So, your grid for heat number 2 is on the pole is Ty Garl. He's in the 14. Then there's the 01 of Eric Parson. And inside second row is the 642 of Gene Wolfe. The 43 of Shane Keiko. The 22 is on the inside of the third row. That's Matthew Ramsey. The 18 is Scott Paw. And then rounding out the field is the 67 of Brandon Reese. Some really good looking vehicles out there. These guys spend a lot of time doing custom paint jobs and things like that. There's some real good looking machines out there. So Tiger will be bringing them around to the flag. They should be going green coming this lap. So far we've had some great racing, little bit of contact, but as they say, rubbing is racing. Alright, should be picking up the throttle here, and Ty takes off and gets a great jump. We've got a good battle now with Gene Wolfe and Eric Parson swapping up. Parson goes for the cross under, throws it in. Oh, I thought he was going to throw a big slider. I think Gene was getting ready for that too. Going into turn 2, we've got still Ty Gall, followed by Eric Parson and Gene Wolfe. A little further in the back, Keiko's there in 4th place, and who is that? Is that the 22, I believe? Ramsey is in 5th. That's your top 5 right now. Boy, that's some nice tight racing. We got races for 2nd. We got races for 3rd. The guys are... Oh, no! Ramsey gets a little sideways and, drops back. What a shame. He had such a good run going there. Keiko's out in 4th place there all alone. He's going to try to reel in 3rd place here. Ty Garl's got about a 5-car lead right now, just getting out there and giving her. Just cutting nice clean laps. Now, like I said before, everybody's going to transfer to the A, but now we're out here just racing for our starting spots. So the number 14 car continues to stretch his lead out. Track is still looking nice, hasn't started drying out just yet. Now you'll notice several different lines. Right now some of the guys are going in high and diamonding off and coming down low and trying to get that slingshot down the front straightaway. And there's our heat race. So heat number 2, it's Garl, then Parson, Wolfe, Keiko, Paw, Ramsey, and Reese rounds out the field. All right, getting ready for heat number 3. In the 99, we've got Samuel Etter. On the outside front row, number 24 of William Eslick. Then you've got the 121 of Cody Shantz. Then the 69 of Trey Harrison. Team car to the Eslick car. The number 55 of William Pallant. On the outside third row, the 21 of Blake Deponay, I think. And rounding out the field is the number 2 of David Plius. Boys, I am going to butcher your names all night long, so just laugh about it or cry or whatever you end up doing. So we got team cars starting on the outside of a front and second row. Some of the other cars in there are looking pretty good. Samuel Etter's cars are a real nice looking ride. Somebody spent a lot of time on that. We got another couple of Wolf cars in there, proudly throwing their displaying their colors. Now, one of the nice things about this series, for those that aren't running it right now, is we're running a fixed setup. So what that means is we apply the setup that... we're off. Sorry. So 99 Samuel Emmett goes out to an early lead, but it looks like William Essex coming up on the bottom. Then we've got is that Cody Shantz, I believe, in 3rd place right now. It's kind of hard to tell with the chrome numbers and everything, but William Essex still out in the lead right now, Followed closely by Eder. Eder's trying to get a run on him. Oh, just slides loose a little bit. Looks like Trey Harrison is trying to run down the top 4 right now. Go back to the front here. Eder's trying everything he can to get a run on Eslick down the straightaways. Time to really be made on this track is down those straights. If you can get a good run. Oh, it looks like Eder just gets a little too far sideways right there and loses a lot of ground. But here comes the others. It's really good, clean racing out there, guys. Look at how close everybody's running, but nobody's throwing stupid slide jobs or anything. Eder's trying to catch back up, but Eslick's just got, I think it's an unsurmountable lead at the moment. There's Trey Harrison throwing it in down low, trying to get that drive off the bottom. Him and Shantz are putting on a pretty good run up there. Oh, there comes Trey. Oh, boy. Getting up there, getting racy right now. Trey cutting to the bottom. Trey Harrison cutting to the bottom. And Eder's going to keep Shantz going to keep the drive going down the back straightaway. Here comes Harrison trying to get the drive. Nope, he just can't quite get there. Oh, he throws it in tight. Oh, Harrison just throws it a little too tight and stops himself in the turn. Going back down to the bottom. Going to try to get that drive. Didn't quite get it. What a race, though. Boy, those two guys put on a show. So your finish on the third heat. The number 24 of Eslick, followed by the 99 of Eder, 121 of Shantz, the 69 of Harrison, 21 of Depinay, the 2 of Playas, and the 55 of Pilon. That was quite the heat races there. It's amazing how quickly those kind of events go by when you got guys out there that are driving good and giving each other some room and some respect. So now we're coming into the warm-up session. They've gone out, reworked the track a tiny little bit, trying to get some more moisture out. They're going to give the guys a chance to go out and try to get some warm-up laps and make sure that they're ready to go. Now, I'm going to go back to what we were talking about earlier. So the nice thing about this league is it is a fixed setup league. Every car out on the track is the same. So you don't have any magic setups or anything like that. It's all down to the driver. That one got it wrong there for a second. But yes, it's all down to the driver. So the person that is the most comfortable that evening at pushing hard and hitting their marks is the one that's going to win. Now, saying that, you just never know in these little cars. They're twitchy, they're fast. When you get 20 to 25 of them at any given time together, it's pretty easy to throw it away. But so there's one of the Wolf cars. There's quite a few of them out there. I want to say there's 5 or 6 of them on the team out there, flying their colors proudly. They're all beautiful cars, and all those guys are some ace drivers, I tell you. Shot of William Eslick, and what was that? Well, camera's jumping around. I can't get numbers. Oh, the knees gives it away there. You'll see a lot of guys crash in warm-ups and stuff a lot of times because they're out there pushing it to the limit, and this is their get-out-of-jail-free period, if you will. So they can go out and push their car past the line and hit the wall and just hit the button and reset. Now come feature time, you hit the wall and drop back, your night's pretty much over. So you can see the track starting to develop a few lines there. You can see some of the lighter spots and darker spots. As a driver, you're always trying to look for some of that dark dirt. You'll see going into the turns a couple of dry spots right there where you see a little dust kick off. And then right about there, there's those real shiny dry spots. Those spots right there, when on a dirt track, when you start to throw it sideways and you hit that for a split second, it's like ice. So there's the 43 at Keiko and the 45, I believe it is. Yeah, the 45 of Smith dicing it up there. Some guys down there trying to get on the track and give people room. There's Smith. Camera's jumping around like crazy. There's the two Heavy E Racing team cars. The Aspen Fuels Heavy E Racing team. There's Trey Harrison giving it down there, running a nice tight line down there. I believe that's Smith up there running high, wide, and handsome. There's Keiko giving it up on the cushion. He's not afraid to get up by the wall. And you got the 14 Agaro coming into frame there. Throwing it in about midway. Oh, it looked like, was that Harrison got a little sideways there? Eslick and Keiko giving a nice little battle. Eslick does a little slide job. Keiko runs down up underneath him. Nice little crossover. That kind of stuff right there is when driving's fun. Oh, Keiko comes up, just didn't quite clear Eslick. Eslick recovered it, no problems. There's Garl up there again, running high, wide, and handsome. All right. Well, it looks like practice has ended. So, your A feature is about to start. The feature lineup goes like this. The 76 of Knees on the pole, followed by the 14 of Garl. The 24 of Eslick on the inside second row, followed with the 23 of Farr on the outside. The 01 of Parson on the inside, outside third row, the 99 of Etter. Inside fourth row, you have Steele with the 642 of Gene Wolfe right next to him. Inside fifth row, you have the 121 of Shantz. Outside, the 33 of McMillan. Inside six, you've got the 43 of Keiko with the 69 of Harrison alongside. Then you have the 5 of Mossbacher, the 18 of Paw, the 21 of Duponnet, the 52 car, driven by Matthew Joy, the 22 of Ramsey, the 2 of Playas, the 36 of Alvarado, the 67 of Reese, and the last line here, you've got the 55 of Pliant and the 45 of Smith. Got a pretty stacked house. That is a lot of cars out there on a pretty small track. Coming around, we should be getting the green flag. Knees will bring them in. Now the start is on Knees, so he has control of the field. Boy, look at all those Wolf cars out there. They got the pack. The pace car is in, and Knees takes off. What a great start. Everybody rushes off into turn one. Oh, somebody's up in the wall. I didn't quite catch who that was. Somebody back in the back. Eslick is right down on the wall. You've got Knees and Garl running about mid-track. Parsons moved up to fourth already and on the move. So far, the racing's been nice, clean, and fun. Look at this. Knees has built up a little bit of a lead already, but it looks like Garl and Eslick are drawing him back in. Notice all the different lines. We've got cars in the back running 3 wide. We've got cars on the top, cars on the bottom, some in the middle. And they're all moving around. Uh-oh, got a couple of cars on the bottom. And are we staying? We're staying green so far. Looks like the 90, is that the 99? No. No, that's the 42, I believe. Or 43? No, that wasn't the 43. Trying to figure out who was up there in the wall. Couldn't quite catch that number. So, first yellow of the night. So you'll see everybody's slowing down, trying to let the pace truck get up around them. So as it sits right now, we've got Knees, then Garl, Eslick. Who's this other one here? Was that the 23, I believe? Farr, yeah. So top 4, we've got Knees, Garl, Eslick, and Farr. There's Steele back there. There's Gene Wolfe. Got a little ways to go to get up there. There's the 01 of Parson running, what is that, 5th place, I believe? Yep, 5th place. He's having a pretty good night so far. Looks like they're gathering up on their for the double file start. Knees, Garl, Eslick, and Farr as your top 4 all lined up. Pace truck is coming in, and we're on again. Looks like a good start. There's Steele coming up. Oh, it looks like Eslick and Garl got together. Oh, Eslick and Knees touch, and it's just mayhem on the front straightaway. And we're back to yellow. So we'll wait for the field to bunch up here. Got a few cars on the infield getting repairs done right now. Alright, looks like the pace truck's gonna gather them all up. There's Steele. Got some movement in the front. We got 2 Wolf cars in the top 4 right now. They're going to be hunting down somebody. Looks Keiko there in the 5th position. Looks like his hood's missing. Then a couple more of the Wolf cars. Looks like Trey Harrison back there. There's Knees. That's the bad part of racing. Sometimes you're hitting good, and then all of a sudden you're in the back. And we're off again. So we got Eslick, Steele. Camera kind of jumped all over. I kind of missed. I'm not 100% sure which Wolf car that is. Their chrome numbers make it a little hard to see sometimes. We got a nice little run in the back there. It looked like that one car, I believe that's the number 5 into the wall. Looked like he had blinked out for a second. There's Garl trying to work his way back up to the front. Oh, had a couple of them get together right there. Oh no, got another one up on the wall. Oh, but he saves it and keeps going. I think we're trying to find the leaders here. Here we go. Looks like Eslick's pulled off to a good lead. But we've got one heck of a battle back here for 2nd through 5th. We've got them 3 wide. Look at this. Guys running the top, guys running the bottom. There is just all kinds of different lines out there. Oh, got one up on the wall, but he saved it. 43 Akaiko is just trying to root his way in there without a hood. We got some terrific running here. I believe that's Gene Wolfe there in second place. We got Steele in second place. Eslick's pulled out to a pretty commanding lead, but I believe we're going to go yellow here pretty quick like. There was a car upside down. Yep, there we are. So this is going to bunch the field back up. Got a bunch of guys stopped down here on the front straightaway. They'll get sorted out. Get on around to the back of the field there and give their chances a try again. Couple of cars pulling into the infield, couple of cars coming out of the infield. It's a bit of a madhouse out there. They'll get it pulled back together here pretty quick though. With the 22 of Ramsey. Not catching all those card numbers out there, but the guys are running around in the back. Here's one of the Wolf cars coming into the pits. I believe they're going to be going from here on out. They'll be doing single file restarts. Now the reason they do that is to give the give a little more room. Sometimes when you're doing the double file restarts here on these small little dirt bowl rings, cars just get a little too together. So they'll switch to the single file restarts, which does string the cars out a little bit, but it kind of gives them all a little bit of room. Not to mention that's a more traditional way for midget races to be done. Trey Harrison. It looks like we're about to go back to green, and we are. William Esselm brings them down to the green. It's Steele, then Keiko, Gene Wolfe running the high line. We got cars on 3 different lines, 3 wide, battling hard. We got a 3 wide battle for second place. We got 2 more cars coming in here. That is Garl coming back into the scene, fighting into the big battle. He went all the way to the back and has worked his way all the way back up front. Oh, him and Keiko just get together and just takes out some of his momentum. But we're back to yellow. Back to yellow. I'm not sure what that one was for, but... how about that Ty Garl, man? He has worked himself all the way back up to the front. He has been pushing on that loud pedal. Looks like he's sitting, what about 5th right now? 6th, maybe? If the cameraman had a more steady hand, we'd be able to tell a little bit better. You see some cars getting wave arounds where maybe they got into some trouble and ended up in the pits and had a little bit of issue and came back out and are a few laps down. Sometimes if the officials are nice enough, they'll give you a wave around and kind of give you that lucky dog award, if you will, get you back around, try to get it back into the lead laps anyway. So we've got Eslick, Steele, Wolfe, Eslick, Steele, Wolfe, Farr, Keiko, and Gall. Your top 5. Coming around, they should be taking the green flag this time around. Look at them bunching up just a little bit. Trying to get the field tight so that they're all together. Pace truck pulls in and slicks on the loud pedal and away. Eslick gets a pretty good jump, but don't count these other guys out. They have been flying tonight. Looks like we got a 2-way wide battle for second place right now between Steele and Wolfe. Steele taking that high, wide, and handsome line. Wolf was darting down to the bottom. Now he takes the high line too. Oh, it looks like is that Far has gotten around him. Oh, and we're back to yellow. You know, you blink for a second and all of a sudden a guy went from the back to the front. That Carl has put on one hell of a run tonight. There's Trey Harrison running around in the other Heavy E Racing Aspen car. He's had his hands full tonight. That guy, everybody that's out there racing right now should give a big hands up to him. He's the one that really started putting this league together. He's out there trying to run and trying to help guys out with black flag clearing and everything else if they need it. Well, poor guy is overworked and underpaid for sure. So, if anybody out there that's any of the guys that were running these, make sure you give a big thumbs up to Trey. He is doing a lot for you guys, that's for sure. Looks like they're coming around. No, delayed green. It looks like we've got a delayed green. The iRacing pace truck, bringing them down the back straightaway here, keeping this this crowd of red mist and angry engines in check. Pace truck pulls in. Eslick is on the throttle again. Steele takes off. Gene Wolfe is right behind him. Again, multiple lines. It's amazing. These cars just seem to be able to run anywhere. You got cars running. Oh, Steele goes up. What a slide job on Gene. Just gets up there enough to get him checked up. Wolf is running the high line. He's looking for a way around Steele now. Looks like we got a lap car down on the bottom. And are we back to yellow? Yes, we're back to yellow. I didn't see what happened out there, but that lapped car, is that the 67, did it say? So that's the 67 of Reese. Going to try to catch himself back around. We got one of the Wolf cars in the pits right now. There's the boss, Trey Harrison. We got the number 2 of Playus right there in front of him. And the 22 of Ramsey up in front of him. Cars are starting to bunch up a little bit. Gall's still sitting back there in the... Garl is still sitting back there in the... what is that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th place? Kaiko's still sitting there with he's doing good for not having a hood on that car. Pace truck's in. The loud pedals are down. Looks like we might have a 3 wide, almost a 3 wide going into turn 1. Oh, got some trouble in the back of the pack. Camera's trying to get back there. Oh, we got cars all over the place down there. Can't quite tell who's upside down, but that's a shame. That's a tough way out there. The nice thing about it being in iRacing, though, is his ego and his pride might have been bruised a little bit, but his body sure didn't get. So looks like Garl got past Kaiko there, moved up a position. So it looks like you've got Eslick, Wolf, Far running 1, 2, 3. Tell you what, Far has been putting on a show tonight. He has been just a top consistent driver. Just waiting for the pace truck to come around and catch up to the leaders as they're Up there basically parked in turns 2. There we go. Now we'll get them caught back up and around. Oh, looked like Far jumped up a little faster than I thought. Sorry about that, folks. Looks like they were just out of alignment. It's actually Steele in 3rd place. Yes, it brings them back down to the flag again. Gets a good jump on them. We got Far to the bottom. We've got Steele in the middle. We've got Wolf up top. Looks like the high, wide, and handsome line is working great for Gene Wolf right now. And look at Garl coming up into 3rd place. Oh, gets up into the wall a little bit, but saves it. You got Far down on the bottom trying to run the catfish line, and Garl up on the top trying to do the the tops up here bub line. Veslick tries to run the middle this time around. That's typically not the fast way around. Oh, excuse me. I believe that was the race. Unfortunately, I don't have a ticker up here telling me the laps. So the finish, you've got Eslick, Wolf, Garl, Far, Steele. Now you round out your top 5, followed by McMillan, Keiko, Shantz, Deepanay, Knees, Joy, Harrison, Parson, Ramsey, Paul, Playas, Mossbacher, Alvarado, Pliant, Reese, Smith, and bringing up the rear is the number 99 of Etter. Well, folks, we want to thank you for joining us, for racing with us, for following us, and for supporting us. It's been a great night of racing here at the virtual Lanier in Georgia. To all you out there, have a great evening, a great weekend, and stay safe.